Alrighty, welcome back to mtgjantank.com. Today we are playing what? I think we're going to start with some Simic Primal prayers. Sounds pretty good to me, chat. Alright, here's the deck list for today. Ported over from Modern. I don't think we have ever played Primal prayers on this stream, which is kind of spicy, but this is a 4-mana enchantment. When it enters, you get 2 energy, and then instead of paying mana for any creatures you cast with mana value 3 or less, you can pay a single energy. And then if you cast a spell this way, you may cast it as though it had flash. So kind of basically an Allurin, but it needs energy to fuel it. But what's really cool here is that you can do a little wombo combo with Greenbelt Rampager, where if you don't have the 2 energy, you can pay a single energy to cast it for free with Primal Prayers. When it enters, it bounces back to your hand and gives you another energy, which returns you to the starting conditions that you had. So then you can do the same thing, cast it for an energy, it enters, gives you back an energy, and bounces back to your hand. So you have an infinite loop of ETB and leave the battlefield effects with these 2 cards. And then if you throw in something like Dowerport Mage, which is a 2-mana 1/3 Frog Wizard, whenever one or more creatures you control leave the battlefield without dying, you get to draw a card. That lets you draw your entire deck before you eventually draw into Laboratory Maniac, which you can cast for a single energy off of Primal Prayers, and then, you know, do a Greenbelt Rampager loop and win. So yeah, rather straightforward, just trying to assemble that. But as opposed to using something like Green Sun Zenith to find Rampager and stuff, we are testing out everyone's favorite new card, Formidable Speaker, which is a 3-mana 2/4 Elf Druid. When it enters, you can discard a card. If you do, search your library for a creature, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. And then you get to untap a permanent for a mana and tap. So this is what we're using to find either Dowerport Mage or obviously Greenbelt Rampager. Most of the time, you don't actually need to find Labman, because with Dowerport Mage, you'll draw your entire deck, so you'll eventually find it. But on top of that, we are running Force Negation. This is new to Historic. I got unbanned. We might want to up or rearrange our mana a little bit just to better support this. We'll see as some games go on, because as of right now, we have really not that many blue cards to fuel it. So we'll see. It's a little light, but that's okay. We'll try it out anyways. It's mainly just used to stop some opposing counters and stuff like that. But in order to get us to that point of comboing off, we're playing Utopia Sprawl plus Malevolent Rumble. You'll notice we're also playing Shifting Woodland in the mana base, so we can, you know, copy a Primal Prayers or do that kind of thing, copy whatever we might need, Laboratory Maniac and things like that as we go. And then besides that, Glasspool Mimics to copy some other pieces we need, a 6 to grab some stuff from the graveyard, and Rogue Refiner just as a way to get us additional energy and sort of draw some cards. Also plays pretty well with Dowerport Mage as you go. On top of that, sideboard, rather simple. We are playing Harbinger of the Seas, which is also unbanned. A few Force of Figures, which is also unbanned. Mystical Disputes, a single Chompy Changeling, some Nature's Claims, a Soulless Jailer, and some Flood Maws just to get rid of some problematic permanents. So, I don't know. This looks fun. I don't think we've ever played this. I'm not sold on Bookworm. We don't have a lot of other fun 2-drops. So we'll kind of have to see how we do with this. But I thought it's a decent blocker, and then it helps us just churn through our deck pretty fast. So that's the deck for today, and let's get into some games. All right, game 1, match 1. Interesting hand for sure. We're gonna name blue here. We'd like to find a second land, but we can at least Dowerport Mage and then start drawing cards by bouncing our Rampager to our hand. I want to play Symmetry Sage. Discord, you have blue sky, but I don't use it all. Gotcha. Wizards and mono green are definitely hot right now. Since the bannings. Blue black anything is hot right now. Frog decks are off the charts. Chat, should I force negation my opponent's ponder? Maybe. What else? I don't. Some people are playing like Goblin combo. I've seen a few different lists, but I like that there's a lot more stuff going. A lot more stuff going on in the format. I'm gonna play Soulstorm Mage. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted. Let's fire off a Rampager and at least get ourselves to draw a card. Lands? That's not a land. Chat, did Plum fly a little too close to the sun as he usually does? Chat, we're just back to MH3 slop, aren't we? Which is fine. It's all fun and games, chat. But Wizards, Mono Green, and Auras seem like the big baddies. Along with some form of frog mid-range. What are the chances he had another spell to pump? He did not, so that went well. Chat, that's not a land. We can rumble and find one. Amulet of Vigor and Tron lands. That might be too high of a hope there. I'm gonna play second Dowerport Mage here, I think. When was the last time they reprinted Tron lands? It's been a good while, yeah? Chain Lightning. Chat, I feel like we've been on the back pedal since I kept my one-lander. Watch me force negation this because I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer, chat. We gamed him. I definitely want to try the black-red improvised deck again. We have to. I think we have to build a sideboard for it, which I should probably start thinking about. Chat, my toes hurt. Are my toes supposed to hurt? Maybe I have gout. Yeah, boys, there's gonna be so much Wizards on. Oh my god. I thought we'd see more Azorius Flash, but not really. I saw someone doing really well with that new Alchemy Fairy. With Hydroponic Architect and stuff. That sounds pretty hot. Utopia Sprawl, chat. Hell yeah. Let's try and draw a couple cards. We're at 6, and our opponent has a full grip. So I don't think this is going to go very well. We get to draw double off Dowerport. We need a Primal Prayers, which we don't have. You know what? I don't think we're gonna win. Let's draw game 2. I think we're better off not letting our opponent knowing what we're playing. Let's bring in Jailer. Bring the Floodmaws. Tempted to bring in the Disputes. It's It's not as good against cantrips and stuff, but it could like counter Balmor Asymmetry Sage. Maybe drop some bookworms, drop a refiner. Force negation doesn't feel as good here as I want it to be. Hard part is you can't really drop a lot of your combo. This is I don't know. There's like Bant prayers too, obviously, where you get to play like Guide of Souls, and then you can also get to play the Shrieker, whatever you call it. This hand's just hot garbage, chat. Mind Shrieker, because then it bounces itself. There's our Symmetry Sage. But I have a feeling we're just gonna see this we're gonna see these decks all day. Which is tough, chat. Hurts my feelings. Do I wanna? Not really. Doesn't really do much. Symmetry Sage is gross, chat. The more we play it, the more gross it is. I don't know what kind of tech we want to. We could play like unable to stream and stuff, but we're just gonna get eaten alive by this deck, I think. We could also play like we could play that new 1-drop elf, the green one. But even after we start looping here, it doesn't really do anything. We could up our storm count and intimidate our opponent, but I got nothing. I got nothing, chat. All right, chat. This is better. Game 2. I don't even think Force Negation is good in this list. Like I said, this is a modern port. I didn't really experiment very much. We don't need a Utopia Sprawl at the moment. I am interested in a big red deck again. We played a little Spreadless red on stream the other day. Chat, is it crazy of me? It would have been. Look at this guy. Tronlands guy, this is your kind of man. Titan Spec 0/0. I guess the hardest part is us finding Primal Prayers, yeah? He's doing a rumble. Rumble, tumble, Alakazam. Plays his Spelunking. Does he have a Lotus? Maybe. No, just Besiege you. Find second dollar port, which is great for us. I think I want to. I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to discard? I need to start. I think I just want a bookworm. To be honest, you could play Plagon in this list. Speaker, Dowerport, Bookworm. Countered Escape Shift. Which feels pretty good. Let's see if he has another one. There's a good chance he has a Titan. Crumbling Vestige. Splendid Reclamation. Green Sun for 6. So he's going to find a Titan. Probably get himself a couple Valakutes, maybe? We'll see what kind of build he's on. He could just go find... what does he have in here? Sorcery Land? He only has Sorcery Land in the graveyard. He also tapped. Let's see what he grabs, chat. Oh, what's going on, boys? Is he gonna dig here? All right, let's Road Refiner. Find a land. We could. Okay, there's Primal Prayers. Let's see if our opponent combos off. He has the Mirror Pool. He can find another Prime Time off the Echoing Cavern. Plus he has a hand. So, does he have enough mana for that? This costs 4. He needs a Lotus if he wants to play a second Prime Time and haste it. So he can't swing with both this turn, I don't think. Maybe he can, we never know. There's a Woodland, which is good for him. See what he grabs. The fact that this is Formidable Speaker is pretty hot. I guess we have to maul it in a little more aggressively for Primal Prayers because it's way easier to find Dowerport and Greenbelt Rampager. Okay, so he finds a Lotus plus that. He obviously has to sack 2 things. We're gonna let him smack us. I guess we could also triple block. We'll probably sack the Formidable Speaker. Or not sacked, but we'll probably bounce Formidable Speaker back to our hands. With the Dower Port, let us draw another card. Bookworm drew us like 3 cards this turn. Or this game. Opponent currently finds... Is this a Mirror Pool or an Echoing Deeps? It's an Echoing Deeps. One, two, three. Let's just let him do his thing. Okay, so let's Primal Prayers. Do you have to discard? No. And then we combo off from there and kill him. Okay. Interesting. Harbinger, obviously. I feel like Floodmaw is fine. Soulless Jailer hits permanents too, right? Yeah. We just want to, like, streamline as much as possible. Which, like I said, is kind of tough. Actually, Bookworm's almost better. Oh, you don't know, chat. This has a lot of moving pieces. I don't like sideboarding with this list. I don't like it. Love it, love it, love it. Crazy, obviously, yeah, I think frog decks are just wild these days. Okay. This has a lot of stuff we'd like to see. Chat, would it be crazy to counter the turn 1 exploration? Never mind, it's an Arboreal Grazer. I just had to do it to him. Hey, Basic Forest, hell yeah. We'll counter that. That's a good draw, chats. We're gonna play Bookworm here. So we need to find another blue source. Beautiful. Let's discard the Woodland. See what opponent does here. Do we think opponent's playing Otawara main deck? Did we see one? I don't remember. We'll see how this Harbinger does. Force Negation's a pretty good card, chat. This just in. Green Sun for 2. Go get Analyst. Oh, Wandering Minstrel. Does he have a response for Harbinger? Not at the moment. And we can keep churning. Get rid of a second Dower Port. Alright, Jet. Let's see how good this Harbinger does, if it does anything. He needs Otawara, Dismember. Does a lot. He could have. He could be playing into the Floodmaw somehow. Playing the One Ring. Hell yeah, opponent. Hell yeah. Let's play our Dollar Port. We're going to play this just to draw a card, I think. Find a second forest, which makes sure we can cast Primal Prayers. So now it's just us trying to look in. Another forest is great for us. We could even double Rampager, bounce the Dollar Port. Or single, yeah, double. All right. Breeding pool, cool. So let's go here. Bounce. Let's get a second Harbinger. Is that crazy? Just to really shore up our defenses. Actually, we can get a Soulless Jailer. That works just as well. Still looking for Primal Prayers. Chat, when are we playing Hydroponic Architect, Harbinger of the Seas, Tireless Angler combo? Where is our malevolent rumble? Siege's pretty good. Where is our primal prayer? Holy shit, we found it. We may have to play the primal prayer and then bounce it. He could also be playing Force of Vigor against us. There's a mirror pool. This deck's got to be tough in a world of Magus and Harbinger now. You know what I mean? All right, let's see what our opponent can do against us. He has to discard a card. I'm at MTG Jank Tank. Tronlands guy. This is me. MTG Jank Tank. Okay, so the other thing is, we can play things with Flash, which I don't think he knows. So we can still combo him out unless he has a second. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. Play another Dollar Port Mage. Wow, the fact that you can play things at instant speed is crazy, chat. Duh. Thanks, Tronlands guy. I'll follow you back. If my internet would not be slow. Are we losing frames? No, we're okay. Huh. If you're a brand new account, it might take a second to show me that you follow me. I know when I joined, it would like only let me follow like 10 people at a time. Is my opponent just gonna keep dying to their own ring? That'd be kind of nice. Chat, another Primal Prayers. Nice. Okay. Harbinger locked that game up real nicely for us. All right, folks. We have the combo in hand. This is game 3. We're gonna sprawl and name green. There's a chance we go off turn 3 here. Jeskai. He has a reprieve. Maybe Jeskai High Noon. In which case, that sucks for us, chat. Oh no, just a Flage. Maybe just regular old Jeskai control. Let's at least land a Primal Prayers. Problem is we don't have anything to do with it. You could Teferius. This deck doesn't... We're gonna see a him? Yeah. Oh, I guess we can actually just hardcast Force Negation. I forget you can hardcast Force Negation, chat. Don't know if you guys heard the news, but that's a thing you can do. We're gonna hope opponent's not on a Wrath build, which, knowing us, they probably are. This just feels like, I don't know, it feels real gross that we don't have the ability to, I don't know, I feel like I want to dig more. I don't know what to do. I don't really need extra mana. Snapcaster targeting what? He's just on the beats? He's on the beatdown plan, chat. Doesn't help that they can also play Force Negation. Another Rampager. Oh. Chat, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm so used to playing this as a land that it, I'm so used to clicking the land side that I forgot it would pop up with, whatever. We just drew land after land. We need, like, a Malevolent Rumble. We got nothing. Jesus. So you need, like, Primal Prayers and a dig spell. Basically. Bring in the extra disputes. Drop the 6. Actually 6 is kind of hot. But it's probably okay. Control doesn't feel very good, chat. I don't know if this ever... Did this ever do anything in Modern? This probably is a Spike Brew. I don't remember where I got this from. This hand's much better. bum, 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 bum. Guys, I saw Spike playing Lockmare earlier, and I was like, hell yeah. Opponent might just consider here. Let's grab blue source. We can do a lot next turn. We can try and Primal Prayer. Eat a counterspell or remand? Aether Gust. Okay. Hard to cast that too. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Let's rumble. I like Bookworm. I know we put a Labman in the yard. Which is tough. There's also, we have one more Shifting Woodland. But geez Louise, we were just, any spot removal just tears us apart. Rampager. Let's go for another prayer. Targeting what? Aether? Let's keep it on top. This is we've seen a couple people play Aether Gust again. Oh, boys, this is a tough. Oh, yeah, we don't do anything in this matchup. Gross. Not excited for this one. Sorry, opponent. I'm not paying attention. I mean, we're going to try and play another one. This is going to get countered. He's got a full grip of cards. Yeah, we get reprieved. We'll just concede. We're not coming back with anything we have. Oof. Yeah. Match 4. This is a hand that does things. We're against Larry Fields. Shout out Larry. Larry, we love you. Opponent Inquisitions us. That's never fun. Does he know what we're playing? Probably. Wardrobe Bringing Pool tapped. Took our rumble. Because he's mean to us and he hates us. Bum, bum, ba-dum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Utopia Sprawl's a nice pickup. We'll name blue on that. Don't think I want to snipe anything. So we can maybe combo next turn. Depending on what we draw. Do we get to go Road Refiner? Make 2 mana. Okay, so we picked the wrong thing, which is fine for us. We draw a card, so let's do this. Go get Dowerport Mage. Then we Rampage, we just draw our deck. We also can cast things at instant speed, but now we just loop this until we find Labman. And then we kill him. Okay. So, he's, gonna be annoying. I don't know how good... We're not really sure what he's on. We saw Edict and Inquisition, which just makes me think Black-Red. There's a chance he's on Goyfs. And for some reason, just didn't have... the mana for it. We'll just run it back. Hopefully he doesn't have a lot of enchantment hate for us. If any. Chat, you know what I was thinking about the other day? What was have you seen the live, like that live action, shit. What's the, oh no, wait. Chat, now I forgot. Speed Racer. Remember the live action Speed Racer movie? That movie was crazy. In my brain, it's like in the same realm as the Mike Myers Cat in the Hat movie, which is also a beautiful piece of something cinema. This is a rough hand. If we get turn 1 Thoughtseize, this is gonna suck. We got them all. Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. Put the Besieger back. This sucks, chat. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Yeah. We have Harbinger of the Seas, baby. A Maul to 5 against the discard deck's never fun. Never fun, boys. Okay, Road Refiner's a decent pickup. Took the Force Negation, which makes me feel like he has another piece of removal here. He's gonna Edict us in response. But, well, let's find out. He has a basic mountain. Probably feels pretty comfortable to cast something here. Doesn't do anything. Interesting. Let's see if we can play it and see what he does. He might float a couple mana. Maybe just a Shanty here. No, Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Chat, I think he's just straight black-red midrange. Incredible. Praven. When he was a kid, he watched That So Raven. That's what they call you. Let's Hedge Maze and see if we want to draw that, which we don't. There's our Lab Man, which is not great to have in hand, but we do have the Woodland for it. These are alright. We're playing some Primal Prayers. It's been It's okay so far. I don't think it's as good in Historic. We're not really like... I think a lot of the creatures are just tough. And the fact that you need a 3-card combo kind of sucks. It's cheap. There was a game where we were about to go off on turn 3, but... it's just awkward. But we don't mind. I mean, we've played... What have we played? We played Wizards. Oh, wait, Praven, you weren't here Tuesday. I forgot about that. Yes. There's been many a ban. Eldrazi Temple, a Johnny. Oh, the world's our oyster. The world is our oyster. What am I doing? I have to swing here and he has to block, right? But I feel like this is the second game where we're just drawing, like, nothing. We need more... I don't know what we need more of. I feel like we could build a Plagon deck. Yeah, so they unbanned Harbinger of the Seas and Magus of the Moon. Dude's playing Valky. They unbanned, or they banned Scholar of the Ages, so there's no more Persist combo. Wow, okay, we just got picked apart. They banned Eldrazi Temple, and they banned Ajani. They also unbanned Wilderness Reclamation. Oh, chat, that felt horrible. That was gross. Maybe we do need to, like, keep these in. So yeah, now it's like Wizards, Auras, Mono Green Devotion, some flavor of Blue Black Frog. I guess the new kind of combo deck is the Aquatic Subtlety deck, the Evoked one. But we haven't really ran into that a ton. This hand's okay. We're just gonna get Inquisitioned and Thoughtseized every fucking game of our lives. But yeah, you can actually play mid-range now, for the most part. You still have to be able to beat some of the other stuff, but it is possible. You guys think he has Thoughtseize? Probably. Yeah, it's always gonna be a thing. But like, you start main decking some calling rituals and stuff, you'll be fine. You play a little green-black rock. But yeah, we're excited. There's a lot going on. I know. Players in shambles right now. Did my opponent just take my Dowerport Mage over my Lab Man, which I only have one of? He did, chat. Formidable Speaker. I like that. Let's cast our Primal Prayers. We can't quite win yet, right? No. Oh, we also got Force of Negation. I forgot about that. We're playing Force of Negation in our deck. Should I go get a ramp? No, let's just go get another Dowerport Mage. So we could at least bounce the speaker, maybe. Yeah, probably. You just gruel now. Chat, can you... We are definitely not good against spot removal. Which, feels really bad. We can play our second Primal Burst. But this doesn't feel like... You can't... This deck has a very hard time recovering. From what we've been playing so far. Like, if you get any sort of engine-y kind of piece removed, like, we're struggling to pick back up and join the race again. Like, we just get Shieldred here, which we can't even deal with without, like, Otawara. But in order to find Otawara, we have to draw our deck, so it doesn't even matter. Ooh. Breach decks. All right, we'll keep this in. There was 4 or 5 Lotus Breach decks in our pool, and now I'm assuming those players are all switching, which makes my deck much better. Well, we'll have to see. We're gonna keep it Rumble. So yeah, there's a chance we do better than we thought we would. I mean, we're still playing fucking Boros Feather, but ooh, what's our opponent doing here? Green Sun for 2. Badger Mole Cub. Chat, I do that. Alright, let's find Primal Prayers. Hell yeah. And then we have everything we need in our hand, correct? Chat, can we play Badger Mole Cub Primal Prayers? Primal prayers? Yeah, so we'll see. But, oh, chat, this is number 1. Number 1, sir. What are you doing? Brian. Shout out to Brian. We've been facing number mythic all day, even though we like dropped all the way to 90 after the Warriors stuff. Harbinger. We saw that coming. Birds of Paradise. What are we ramping to here, sir? Is my question. We find a shifting woodland, which is good for us. Let's play Formidable Speaker. Go get Greenbelt Rampager. That's also a 2/4 to block. Because we can Dower Port Mage and start drawing more cards. I want to know what opponent's on. He's also playing... What if he's like mono green Devotion, but he's just playing 4 Harbinger? That'd be kind of funny. Green Sun for 2 again. To get what? Another Badgermole? Okay. Chat, he's making a lot of mana. I'll give him that. He's making a lot of mana. Quantum Riddler. Drawing what? 3 cards? Or I'm sorry. Don't even listen to me. I'm thinking of Plague Gun. 4? Maybe he's just like standard Badgermole. He's just Badgermoling it up. Just Simic Harbinger. That'd be pretty hot. Noble Hierarch? That's kind of what it seems like. Do you think he's playing Plagon? Chat, he's got to be playing Plagon. If you're not playing Plagon, what are you doing? Does he have double Hierarch? He does. Is it even worth us blocking? Probably not. We'd like a green source. I don't know if we'll get it. That's a lab, man. So we can Dower Port. Play a Greenbelt Rampager. Bounce that back to our hand. Try to find another green source, which we do not. But now... Okay, we can do it next turn, right? We can combo off. Unless we're dead. Could I have comboed off that turn? Yeah, I could have, right? Yeah, I fucked up. We could have comboed off last turn. But we can do it this turn, I think. As long as you think he has force. Maybe. Okay. Nice. We could have done that last turn. I forgot we could untap the forest. Chat, would it be funny to bring our own Harbingers in? That was a joke. I don't even know what I want to bring in. Maybe just some mystical disputes. And like, we know he's main decking Seam Rip. We drop 6. Do we even need... well, he's not really... We're just going to drop the Force Negations, I think. The Flood Mod doesn't seem the worst either. But yeah, our MMR is pretty hot. MBD. That was pretty sweet, though. Boom, boom, doo, doo, doo. Ba, ba. Ba, da, 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 da. All right, chat. Here we go. For all the marbles. We're gonna keep this hand. 2 lands. A Dower Port Mage. What more could you want? Land. Fuck. Yeah, I'll keep a Utopia Sprawl. It's basically a land, right? Boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, da, da, boom, boom, ba, boom. Still not sure what they're on. I think it might just be generic cards. Dude, he's just on big boy something. What a guy. Does he get to draw my cards? Yeah. He gets to draw my cards, chat. Well, I'll take a Primal Prayers. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum. So that means we need to find what? Another Flood Maw. I feel like we'd probably just be better in a Bant Shell. Guide of Souls at least gives you a secondary, somewhat of a win con. Yeah, dude, he's just like Sultai stuff. I like that. Good for him. We could build like Sultai. Dude's got triple Badgermole. Hell yeah. So he's 4 color? Going into Bright Glass Deer. Chat, not expecting that. I'm going to be so honest. I was going to be so honest. It's not what I was expecting. There's our Rampager. Let's Speaker. Discard our Road Refiner. Dude, I don't know, but I'm here for it. I think he's just, it might be 5 color. He's just playing good stuff. Like a Badgermole good stuff deck. I mean, Medieval Tot, for sure. 3-drop. What's the card between the lands? Leovold, 3 mana, 3/3. We can't draw more than 1 card, and then whenever we target him or a permanent. Wait, did he just get a 4th? Oh, he Green Sun for 3, but then just went for another Badgermole. Mockingbird. Okay, but what are we... Oh, okay. I like it. But what are we ramping to is my question. I mean, Badgermole is just a good card, but why does he keep copying Badgermole? Grist. Alright, well that shuts us down by a lot. I gotta... I kind of just want to, like... learn more about his deck. I want to see if he'll play anything else. Didn't show us. Okay, he's not. He's just gonna swing. Interesting. So, it's almost like he's just... Chat, how funny would it be if we brought in our Harbingers? Do you think he took his Harbingers out? I'm gonna bring in our Harbingers. Is that funny? Is that funny, chat? I think that's funny. So he might, yeah, he might just be using, he might just be like a toolbox list. Like old Kiki chord style. But we don't necessarily, I'm not necessarily sure he's playing a combo. Yeah, I'm just gonna play my Rampager. Don't at me. So we saw 4 High Arcs, 4 Ignoble High Arcs, 4 Noble High Arcs. He's playing 4 Badgermole. We know he's playing Mockingbird. Grist, well, we don't know how much is sideboarding. Badgermole. We find Utopia Sprawl. Interesting. We can hardcast Mystical Dispute. Which is funny. He's really just throwing all in on these Badgermoles. I like that you can play something like this over good old Boros Energy. What is all this mana for? Leavold. Yo, Leavold's annoying. Legacy playable over there. I'm gonna counter his Formidable Speaker. Find a Primal Prayers. Chat, we got him. Big Mama Elishnorn into a bird. But what else has he got? Anything like fun? We have to find it into the Flood Maw. There's our Dowerport Mage, which is fun. We can draw a card by bouncing the... Well, I don't know what I want to do. Road Refiner. Doesn't give us any more. So let's bounce the Rampager. And pass. Because if we top deck a Flood Maw, we can just go all in, but... Chat, where's our Flood Maw? 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 This deck must be a little tough against Rathas, guys, huh? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what is he? Okay, chat. We didn't find her into the Flood Maw. Rip. Maybe like Crater Hoof or something. It was a cool. I leave old hot. I love me some advisors. But GG's. Chad, this deck was kind of icky. Like, of course you have, like, the ability to just go off on turn 3. Like, you turn 1, Sprawl, turn 2, Rumble, turn 3, Primal Prayers go off. But, I don't know. We got eaten alive by everything. Like, all your creatures have no... Besides, like, I mean, Formidable Speaker's hot. But not having any, like, ETB to help you get there. Like, okay, they kill your Dollarport Mage, and then you have to either find another one or Shifting Woodland, or they snipe, you know... What happens if they snipe your Laboratory Maniac? It just felt like there was a lot of times where, like, we have a couple pieces, and maybe it's just on us because, like, we should have held them there, but then, like, in the meantime, you're just getting beaten down. And, like, you need a way to dig, but if you don't have a Rumble... I like Bookworm, actually. But if you don't have, like, any of these 3 cards, you're kind of just dead in the water. We didn't even get to play with 6. Force Negation actually came in pretty handy, but I don't know if it's necessarily needed. I just feel like you want some other form of draw, or, like, way to at least churn through your deck. Road Refiner's, like, cool attack, as is Bookworm. But I almost, like... I don't know what else you would want. You splash white. Or maybe you just need something to help you survive a little longer. Like, maybe we want to play Virulent Emissary? Is that the card? The new Death Touch Elf? Or Prosperous Innkeeper, so at least, like, you can gain some life and hedge your life total against those aggro decks and give them something else to snipe. And, like, even start, like, even if you have that plus Primal Prayers, like, then you get infinite life and can just chill until you find your next piece to go for your Lab Man. But I don't know. Didn't feel great. Just felt like we were too slow, or, like, kind of stalled out in most of those games. But actually, the sideboard felt pretty good. I liked what we were doing here. That game where we got to Force Invader mid, like, Primal Prayers, because you can cast them with Flash, that was pretty sweet. But that's all I got to say. I wasn't impressed. Nothing crazy. We'll probably try a Bant build or something else in the future, but I want to try a nice streamlined version like this, but meh, I'm over it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.